Okay, I was asked to make a video on inserts. So let's have a look. So we're going to add a audio track, and it's going to be a mono track for this. Okay, now the best thing to do for inserts is to actually look at the edit channel settings. And this gives us an overview of everything, every control on Audio 1, the first track we just added. Okay, and as you can see, we've got the fader, we've got insert points, we've got the track EQ, and we've got sends as well. Okay. Now, people get confused about when they add effects to tracks. And in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to use the sends and the returns, or channel effects in Cubase, to get some reverbs working and some delays. In this track, we're going to look at the insert points. The difference between sends and inserts are, when you use a send, you're usually using something called an additive effect. Now, an additive effect is something that you blend in with the original sound. So the original sound doesn't change at all, and you add something to it. And that's how a send works. You've got your dry sound, you're sending the reverb to an effects, and that's coming back on the effects channel and being added as you turn the fader up to the dry sound. Now, with an insert point, you're actually inserting an effect into the track. So whatever travels into that processor will come out changed at the other end. Okay, so it's changing the sound on the fader or channel you are actually using. So let's have a look. So the sort of things you would use on a insert point would traditionally be a compressor, a noise gate, an extra EQ if you were adding an EQ into the track. You could use a distortion effect, and generally you wouldn't use reverb because you'd use a send for that. Let's have a look at the rack. So as you can see, when you click on an empty insert, left click, you get all your plugins that are in Cubase, exactly the same as you'd get on a effects channel. Okay, I think that's what confuses people. So let's look down on our list and we'll look at the dynamics, and let's pull in a compressor. Okay, so it's a standard Cubase compressor. Okay, so we got a kick drum there. So when we play the kick drum, the sound is basically being played back from the track, and it's coming out the fader to your stereo out. Okay, and then that gets sent out the computer to your headphones or amplifier to your speakers. Okay, what we've just done, we've just inserted an effect of a compressor in the signal chain. Okay, so sound will come out to the track, into the compressor, out the fader, and out to stereo out. Okay, and just to prove that, let's turn the threshold right down and the ratio right up, just to hear something drastic happening, so we can hear that it's doing something. Okay. So you can see that's altering the whole signal altogether. Let's just bypass that. Okay, so that proves it's altering that whole signal. Okay, now if you were to put that on a send, you would basically be doing something like parallel compression, where the actual original sound isn't being changed, and what you're actually doing, you're sending a send into the compressor and adding another copy of the original sound, and you're compressing it. which is going to give you not very much control over the kick drum whatsoever. You may want to add a gate to the insert instead. So let's have a look at dynamics and let's have a look at what the gate's like in Cubase. Okay, so we've got a gate now. And the good thing about Cubase is if you're not sure what settings to use, you can actually go to the load and find something in the list that may work. Let's have a look what we've got. Isolate bass drum 1. Okay, so that's give us a preset just to get us started. So as you can see, it's actually affecting the whole signal altogether. And that's how you use inserts.